Hey, what's up everybody? On this video, I would like to have a discussion about United States Mint collectibles, numismatic coins, and why a lot of it does lose value. I think it's going to be an interesting conversation. I would definitely like to hear your thoughts, your opinions in that comment section below. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button on the video. Now you may be asking yourself, why do I have baseballs in this video? Because I am definitely going to be working these baseballs into this conversation. We're also looking at some United States Mint proof coins. One is a 2021 proof American Silver Eagle, and another one is a proof baseball coin from 2022. Now, the reason why a lot of United States Mint coins lose value on the secondary market, or if you choose to walk into your local coin shop or sell in some other fashion, you may have noticed, or you may notice in the future, that you may not be able to recoup the premium or a lot of what you paid for a lot of these coins. And that's very simple: supply and demand. If the United States Mint sells a lot of a certain coin, like a proof American Silver Eagle from the West Point Mint, a proof American Silver Eagle from the San Francisco Mint, or some other different type of coin, maybe it's a burnished American Silver Eagle, or otherwise known as uncirculated American Silver Eagle, or one of these baseball coins from 2022. If the United States Mint produces more than what the demand is for that said coin, then the secondary market value is going to tank. And that's why I do make a lot of videos about what the sold listings on eBay auctions are for many different collectible United States Mint coinage. Basic supply and demand. The United States Mint is in there to make money. They're in there to make money. They're not into it to make a coin collectible or rare. Now, a lot of us may hope that the United States Mint makes a lower mintage coin and not overproduce it, so that one day when you want to sell off your collection or sell a coin, you don't lose money. But the United States Mint definitely, as we see most of the time, year over year, they like to sell as many coins as possible, in my opinion. Now, let's talk about these baseballs that we see behind these couple of silver proof coins. One is a signed baseball by Al Kaline, Hall of Famer. He's one of baseball greats. He did pass a couple years ago. I got this one personally signed by Al Kaline. This one in the middle is signed by Justin Verlander. And this one, which by the way is going to be in Cooperstown one day when he decides to retire. And the other baseball we see here is autographed by Miguel Cabrera with a Triple Crown 2012 inscription. Both of these guys will be definitely future Hall of Famers. This guy here already is in the Hall of Fame, as you can see by the inscription that he put on there, Hall of Fame 80. And that's because he was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1980. Now, the fascinating thing about this guy is already in the Hall of Fame, and he signed this baseball, and this autograph with inscription, it does not go for that much money on the secondary market or in the marketplace, because Al Kaline, he was a rookie in 1954. And from the time he passed a couple of years ago, Al Kaline signed a lot of balls, a lot of autographs, a lot of photos, a lot of bats. So there's a lot of Al Kaline autographs in the marketplace for sure. So that definitely diminishes the value of Al Kaline's signature, because he signed a lot of balls. Now, you can tie that in with many athletes from his era. They definitely did a lot of signing. Now, Miguel Cabrera, on the other hand, he's also going to be in the Hall of Fame one day. He's had multiple American League MVPs. He's had a Triple Crown. So that's definitely a very big accomplishment. Plus, he's had multiple home run titles. Definitely a lot of accomplishments for Miguel Cabrera. Miguel Cabrera also did a lot of signing over his career. So his signature, while it's a little bit more valuable than Al Kaline, and again, the value of something is what somebody else is willing to pay. I can list any one of these items on eBay and I can ask $1 million. If there's not someone out there to give me $1 million for it, then it's not worth that. That's why I always like to reference sold listings on eBay, because that's showing current market value, at least through one auction platform online. Now that brings me to Justin Verlander. All of these baseballs, by the way, I had signed personally. This one that was signed by Justin Verlander, this one was signed at spring training. I went to a Detroit Tigers spring training, which is in Lakeland, Florida, and I had a couple balls like this signed by Justin Verlander. Now, Justin Verlander does not do many autograph signings. He may do a charity autograph signing from time to time when you can catch him at spring training. Right now he plays for the Houston Astros. If you can catch him at a Houston Astros spring training, and if he's willing to sign, because these athletes at spring training, or if you catch them after a game, they're not always willing to sign. Justin Verlander did very little signings. He did one, I believe he did one paid signing back in 2005 when he was a rookie. Other than that, he has not done very many autograph signings. And this ball today, if you look at eBay sold listings, autograph baseballs by Justin Verlander go from between $500 over $1,000, depending on what kind of ball it was that was signed, depending on maybe inscriptions, if that ball was certified or not by Beckett or by PSA DNA. This one here was certified by Beckett. Even though I had this signed personally, I did have Beckett Authentication Service certify this just in case one day I did want to sell it. Somebody may have the confidence that this is a legit signature from Justin Verlander. So there's a lot more demand for this Justin Verlander autograph ball than there is supply. But these two, there's a lot less demand and much more supply. So these two baseballs are not worth nearly as much as this one, even though some can argue that Miguel Cabrera has more accomplishments or better accomplishments, because that Triple Crown is something that hasn't been done, I believe, since the 1950s or 60s, until Miguel Cabrera did it in 2012. Justin Verlander has won a couple Cy Youngs, I do believe, and a league MVP. He might have had 2 league MVPs, but he at least had 1 league MVP. But there's a Cy Young and a MVP every single year in both the American League and the National League. Triple Crown is a much harder thing to get. In order for a hitter to get a Triple Crown in baseball, you have to have the highest average, the most RBIs, and the most home runs, which is not very easy to do. That's why it hasn't been done very often. But I don't want to make this video too much about autograph memorabilia. Instead of talking about autographed baseballs or memorabilia, we could be discussing comic books or Taylor Swift concert tickets. Basic supply and demand. When the United States Mint mass produces coins, puts more supply out there than there is demand, then naturally the value is going to, in my opinion, the value is going to tank. And that's why I do like to do videos showing what a lot of these coins do on the secondary market. 2021 Morgan & Peace silver dollars went up in value because more people want them than there is supply. And then for this baseball proof coin that has the privy mark, let's go ahead and take a look at this real quick. So this one is the one with that privy mark, and I believe they only produced a little under 20,000 of these, and one could say that that's a low number, under 20,000. The problem is there's not 20,000 people who want this coin. The last time I looked at the value of this, or what this sold for raw uncertified on eBay, was between $45 and $50, when I believe this cost about $85 from the United States Mint in 2022. So basic supply and demand. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. The United States Mint, on a lot of occasions, they overproduce coins. That's why I like to see lower mintage coins. When I decide to buy something, it's usually something that I believe is lower mintage, and lower mintage does not always equal higher value because there's not always that demand. Even something that has just under 20,000 of a mintage, there's not 20,000 people who are willing to pay even the $85 that it cost from the United States Mint. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I appreciate everybody for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll talk to everybody on my next video. Thanks a lot, everyone.